Before we start today's video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have officially dropped 31 Days of Halloween 2019 merch. The link is at the very top of my description where you can go and get your own, and I can't wait to see you guys wearing those t-shirts. Hi, my angels, it's Hailey Reese, and I hope that you guys are having an absolutely amazing morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you when this video finds you. Today's video is probably going to be short, but it's been so highly requested and honestly something that I've wanted to talk about, but on the same token, I've been hesitant to talk about because I don't want to seem like I'm doing things solely for clickbait or doing things to lead you guys to believe my own agenda or whatever the case is. I think that I'm just paranoid ever since that whole controversy with Sarah and the few people who thought that I had faked Sarah's cut. I'm kind of like, oh, do I even talk about this? But it's been made pretty apparent in my recent videos, so I decided that it would be worth it to just sit down, give you guys a little bit of an update, and just kind of chit chat with you guys because I love you guys, I miss you guys, and this is my favorite time of year, so why not keep you guys up to date on what's going on here in my life? The title. The title is definitely not clickbait. I definitely think that I have perhaps brought residual energy or something home with me from the Queen Mary. Now, with that being said, the entity that I encountered in room B-340, I don't feel as though is here. Like, I haven't heard any whispering. Things haven't been unbearable here. Things have been pretty good, but there's little things that have been happening that have been super strange that even some of you guys have noticed as well. So I thought it would be worthwhile to just make a video and kind of update you guys on what's going on. Basically, things have been happening ever since I got home from room B-340. If you guys have yet to see the video where I explained what exactly happened in room B-340, I will have that linked below. I think it's important to watch that ahead of time prior to coming here and checking out this video. But things have been strange, to say the least. My home, my space, has never been a space that I've ever felt like there's anything in it. Ever since I moved in here, turning on a spirit box, turning on any sort of paranormal device has never had anything happen here in my space. I sage, I feel even better, but even without sage, I feel good. I leave investigations, I come home, I still feel great. I've never felt unsafe or uncomfortable in my home. And that's not to say that I feel unsafe or uncomfortable now, but I'm definitely raising an eyebrow as to what's been going on. Now, when I came back home, I still felt pretty uneasy over the whole experience that I'd had. The night of leaving room B-340, I had some pretty terrifying nightmares, and I felt like there were shadows in the room. I was really super on edge, but I didn't talk much about that because I truly attributed that to me thinking that I was in the same presence as a demonic entity or just an evil entity in general, and didn't think too much of that whole ordeal of those dreams and my poor night's sleep. Upon coming home, I started noticing that there was little weird banging noises, tapping noises, clicking noises, and just strange noises happening in general that I've never had in my 2 years of living in this space, some of which were even caught on camera. You guys heard in my last 2 videos, there was like weird clicking and tapping and like knocking coming around me, and that has just never happened before. I can say that with true confidence. You can even go back into my previous videos. I am still filming with the exact same equipment, in the exact same place, in the exact same room, and those noises have just never been heard before. But again, I didn't think too much of it. I kind of just went about my day. Like I said, kind of thought it was residual energy, moved on with it, and then I started noticing that I was getting strange scratch marks on me and little bruises. To be fair, I will say this right here, right now, I bruise like a peach. I find bruises on me all the time that have no source. Like, I'm like, where the heck did that bruise come from? And it's like this big giant bruise. So that is not too out of the normal, but I do want to mention it just in case. But I am somebody who bruises like super easy. But I started getting weird scratch marks. And at first I got a few scratch marks on my legs. And as you guys know, I have a 6 and a bit month old puppy, and her nails get sharp pretty quickly. So she does scratch like my legs and stuff. So didn't think much of it until I woke up with a scratch on like my hip area that was strange. It wasn't like a consistent scratch. It was like jagged, like down my side. And between that and the strange knocking, I started to kind of think that maybe perhaps there was something going on here. But 2 nights ago, I started having really strange nightmares. And it wasn't until last night when I had a nightmare that involved a ship turning over, which is really strange. The whole nightmare had something kind of like lurking and chasing, and one of those like standard nightmares where you can't get away from something. But then at the end of it, the like ship that I was on all of a sudden actually doing like a talent thing. It was completely unrelated to the Queen Mary. I all of a sudden like felt the ship go completely uneasy, and the ship just like flipped over and I had to like swim under. And my immediate concern in the dream was my mom, because in my head she was on the ship too. That I started to really wonder if perhaps there was some sort of something going on. Like, is there residual energy? What could it be? And so I started reading through comments on my previous videos, and so many of you guys were like, Hailey, I'm concerned that something has followed you home. Like, I'm concerned that there's something more going on here. And then one comment really caught my eye. One person said to me, Hailey, is there something that you've taken with you from the ship that wasn't yours prior? And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking and I'm thinking and I'm thinking, and it hits me. I bought that book with all of the ghost stories and the history of the ship, and I brought it home with me. And that book was with me in the room when I had those encounters. Now, I still have the book here. It didn't make me like take the book and go and throw it out, because like I said earlier, I don't necessarily feel like there's like an entity in here. I more so feel like perhaps it's residual energy. So once I conclude this video, I'm gonna sage the heck out of my plays, put good intentions, positive energy, white light all back into my apartment. I want to reassure you guys, which is the main reason that I'm making this video, that I'm totally fine. Everything's going to be fine. I don't feel like there's an entity that's attached itself to me and followed me home, but I do feel like there's some sort of negative residual energy here that was causing the tapping, the knocking, the scratches, just like strange things to occur in my space that weren't happening prior. So I'm definitely going to cleanse my space, like I said, and I'm definitely going to take this even for myself as a reminder that you just don't know what you're messing with when you go into these places. You could go in one time and have a totally normal experience, and you could go in another time and just be met with something that you couldn't even have imagined. But either way, that is where I'm at right now, guys. I don't want you to worry too much. I really think it's residual energy. I'm not here living in fear. I don't think that a demon followed me home. I don't think that an evil entity is here in my space at all. In fact, I'm here alone right now and I feel totally safe, totally comfortable. But weird things definitely were happening. And I do want to say that there was enough comments that I felt like I had to make it today's video to just sit down and update you guys and chit chat with you and just tell you where my head's at in all of it. If you guys have any opinions as to what's been going on, I would love to see them down in the comments below. Like I said, don't be afraid, not for me, not for yourself, not for anything of those sorts, because like I've always said, and like I will say until the day I die, for any darkness in the world, there is so much more light. Light will always overcome darkness. The good will always overcome evil. My favorite Bible verse is, do not be overcome by evil, overcome evil by doing good. And I believe that that is just the way that it is. So don't be afraid, don't be worried for me. I've been seeing a ton of comments, a ton of tweets, a ton of DMs, and I just wanted to let you guys know, yes, something followed me home, but I'm pretty sure it's just residual negative energy, and I am just so ready to cleanse that out wake up tomorrow and start again with 31 days of Halloween. So yeah, that is it for today's video pretty much. It's just an update. Oh, by the way, today's letter of the day is the letter T. And I would really love if you guys would let me know in the comments below any requests that you have for the rest of 31 days of Halloween. I have some super exciting things up my sleeve. You guys have no idea. I am so excited. But I still want to hear what you guys want to see, so let me know down in the comments below. And that's it for today's video. If you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my videos, I would super love it if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness, and until tomorrow, I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.